All right, welcome to the VALORANT Game Changers Championship Berlin Grand Finals press conference. Today, we are joined by our first ever Game Changers champions, G2 Gozen. We have Petra, Mary, Giuliano, Lance, and Mimi. We will take questions from both in-person and virtual media. If you are attending in person, please walk up to the microphone to ask your question. If you are participating virtually, please use the Zoom hand raise feature under the Reactions tab to queue yourself in line for a question. Please introduce yourself by name and outlet and direct your question to a player to avoid delays. Please note we may not be able to answer all questions. We'll begin with media on site.
Hello, Cecilia from Esports. Congratulations on your win, girls. First question is for Mary. As the youngest world champion on Game Changers, what is your hope for the future of competition open to marginalized genders?
Thank you so much, first of all, and I still can't believe it. I'm hoping to having more open LANs, I would say, and less online tournaments. I think just having the LAN environment and the LAN experience is phenomenal, honestly. The energy, everything about LAN is just amazing. So I think more LANs would be nice.
And my other question is for Mimi. Friday, you said that Shopify was the team you expected to face in the finals. What is your opinion on them after today?
Obviously, they were great because they took 2 maps. I mean, what can I say? They have some players that are just popping off, and sometimes, there's just rounds where you're like, okay, there's nothing we could have done there. They were a great team. They really gave us a fight, and that's what you really want in a final. It would be boring if we had the 3 maps we did in the beginning, because then it would have been, 3-0, 13-2, 13-3, 13-4. So yeah, I think they did great, and I'm happy we met them.
Okay. Congratulations to all of you on an incredible performance. This question is for Giuliano, but anyone can chime in. One of the really cool things about this event was seeing so many players and teams from throughout the Game Changer scene showing up to kind of participate and watch and cheer your team and many others on, and I'm sure many others were watching as well. So I was wondering if you had any advice for like a young up and coming team who's maybe looking to compete in Game Changers, be part of the scene going into 2023.
I would say that learn to be a team. Being a team is like the most important thing when it comes to competition in general, when it's a team game. A lot of new young players forget that it's actually a team game and not an individual game. And eventually the better team will win. So it's really important to learn to be a team player, to learn communication and learn how to work mentally with your team. And yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, Ron Stockler's German press agency. This one is for Giuliano and Petra. You two have been around in the competitive esports scene for a few years now, and now you're in VALORANT. And what do you think have been different since all the other esports and competitive tournaments you participated before? So in the maybe the last 12 months to now, your championship tournament.
I do not understand.
How does the whole scene develop also for female and maybe non-binary players through the years since this point now?
Yeah, I think it's been improving, but we're not there yet. I think it's going slowly, but there's definitely a line going up. I think it could be improved by giving more lands, make it more attractive. So yeah, I think there's still a lot to do.
And maybe
I think Game Changers have done a really good job in promotion of our scene in general, because what I've always throughout the years been complaining about is that the big organizers and the big developers haven't pushed for the exposure of the women's scene. And I think it's really important the way you're marketing, and that is get the same attention that the male or mixed.
One quick follow-up only. And what would you hope for the next year of Game Changers? What can they do better?
More venue slots. No, but I would say, yeah, more LANs for sure. And yeah, that's it, I guess. Yeah, more LANs. So nice playing on LAN.
Yeah, it would be nice to have the EMEA tournaments on LAN.
Yeah, for sure.
Hi, Kim from Early Game. I have a question to all of you, but maybe in particular to Mary, because I saw you were 0-1 down and you were still smiling, then it was 2-0 still smiling. And so why were you so confident? Or was it confidence? Was it because you invented maybe a plan during the timeout? So what made you so convinced that you're going to win this tonight?
Like, no matter what, I would still smile because I'm 16 and I've made it to the grand finals with this amazing team. Props to them. And, you know, like I was just enjoying the moment. Like even when I was losing, I was still smiling because, you know, you still have to enjoy every bit and small part of it. And not only that, we had a really good gut feeling coming into this tournament. And I was just smiling and just waiting for us to, you know, get back in the game and win it all. And that's what happened.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, Cecilia again. This time I have a question for Petra. In the post-match interview, you said you just needed to wake up to play at your best. Could you explain a bit more in detail what changed after Bind?
I mean, definitely the pressure went a little bit up, and I don't know what really was a change maker, but we always know we can come back from anything. And with this having in mind, we will just give 100%, even when we're so far back down. For us, it really doesn't matter what happens. Like, we will just keep on fighting. It's never over until it's over, right? So, yeah, and we really learned through the years that we can come back from anything. So, yeah.
And one last question for Glans. You're on top of the board right now. What is your goal for 2023?
Be better as a player for myself. Obviously, I think we can keep on going and win other tournaments. Maybe we're gonna participate in a open qualifiers for VCT for males. Would be great in my eyes, and just keep going and be the best, because now we are on top, and I just want to keep doing that and to not disappoint anyone and just keep on getting better and better every day. Thank you.
Okay, Kim from Run It Back again. For Giuliano, I was just wondering, you changed 2 comps on 2 different maps on Ascent and Icebox today to bring in the Rays at the last minute. And it was really exciting to watch. And I was just wondering what the thinking was behind that decision.
We realized that our Ascent was bad. So we were like, let's change the comp. We had a couple of off days, and we obviously it wasn't a new comp. We've ran this comp before. The Ascent comp is a comp that we ran months ago, like a few months ago. So we still had things to go on this. The dry card, taking a chance. It was actually, we had stuff with it. And we just decided to go back. We have already decided that actually a few days ago. So, yeah.
And just a little follow-up then, would you say an important strength of your team is that you are preparing these other, you prepared lots of different things, and so you know you have something else you can fall back on if you need to change or adjust? Is that kind of part of what your team is actively trying to do?
Yeah. We know a lot of teams are looking at us, and we also have the flexibility that we are a really good team with many different agents. So I think that plays a huge role in that. So, yeah.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm back again. This time I have a question for you, Giuliano. You were talking about right now about your ascent and everything else that you're trying to improve. Looking back at this year and all the improvements you've done and the trophy that stands in front of you, what is that you would like to improve for 2023?
For our team?
Yeah.
I would say everything, you can only get better, right? So I think that there is just so many things with composition and map pool and agents and such that if we reach even a higher level, we're going to be unstoppable.
Literally every time. Okay. Hey y'all, I'm Melissa Marchini from Score Esports. You've heard it a million times, but congratulations. Huge achievement. It's just so exciting because I think, I want to ask you guys, what would this have meant if this like circuit Game Changers were around when you guys were younger, competing? Because obviously you're here now. A lot of you, besides like Mary, are older. But so I guess this is a question to everyone. But Mary, what would this have meant to you to be able to participate in something like this when you were a younger girl?
Everything. I like loved gaming so much, and like throughout the years, like I said earlier, everything we wanted was to be represented properly. And it would have meant a lot, but I'm still here. We're still here. So at least we get to experience it compared to some who has retired or, I'm really happy.
Then as a follow-up to that, you are the everything for someone, right? There is a little girl out there watching it going, wow, Giuliano's so cool. Maybe I can play Euro and be an IGL, or hey, I can be a Mimi, or hey, I can be Glance, Mary, Petra. What does that mean to you that you are literally a role model for thousands of young girls out there?
Obviously, it's amazing. That's what you want, because this way you help the scene grow, and being a role model, you set examples on how other girls should behave, and it's amazing.
Thank you guys. Congratulations again.
Hi, I'm Tanner Metro with Valoranting. Question, I guess, for the team. Giuliano, feel free to answer, but do you guys have aspirations or plans to compete in 2023's Ascension League?
Is that what is that?
The Ascension Leagues, or the Challenger Leagues, rather. Do you guys have plans to be competing there?
Yeah. I mean, that should be the next step.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We will now switch to our media who are joining us via Zoom. Please use the Zoom hand raise feature under the Reactions tab to queue yourself in line for a question. Please introduce yourself and direct your question to a player to avoid delays. We'll begin with Krishanu.
Hi guys, I'm Krishanu from Sportskira. I'd like to direct my question to Giuliano. So I'd like to ask, you guys faced the Shopify Rebellion for the first time in this international stage. So what was like a surprising or a sudden change in their play style that took longer to counter than you expected?
I think that they were playing with confidence in the beginning, and we were not. We were kind of trying to do the right thing rather than, play our game and how we usually do. And as soon as we got to Ascent and we just started rolling like we normally do and how we actually play, it just felt like we were home again. And after that, it was, I think, I was just thinking in my head that it's going to be impossible for them to win, because we were playing with so much confidence. Like we just brought it back somehow. And then all the clutches and everything that came through was, if I were them, I would have also had a hard time coming back from that. So, yeah.
Thank you so much. And congratulations once again, guys.
Thank you.
Kushal.
Hey guys, I'm Kushal from Sportskira. Congratulations on your win. I would like to question everyone, which team was the most fun to play against in the series?
Shopify.
Yeah.
Can you explain why?
I mean, even when we were watching them playing, they have so much fun. Like, especially Sander, she's like super happy to just be on stage and show her game. And she's also super young, and it's just can only inspire us. And they play like they have nothing to lose. And it's maybe the reason why they also took the first two maps with such a confidence. But they're really fun and hardworking team, I would say.
Yeah, also, Oh.
No. So please go ahead. I'm so sorry.
Also, they were actually the only team who pushed us to the limit to give our everything, and that we knew that we couldn't stack or relax.
Thank you, guys. Congrats once again.
Declan?
Hi, this is Declan from Dexerto. My question's for Mimi, but anybody can answer. I was just wondering what you all thought about the Shopify coach's suspension decision handed down by Riot. And during this match, did it feel at all like Shopify was missing anything with that coach gone, or does it feel pretty much the same?
Can I say something right in this question? I mean, I feel very bad for him, obviously. This must have been the worst feeling I can imagine for him, seeing his team and not being there. You know, I mean, you just gotta take the consequence of things you do, and you know, it is what it is, and I'm sure he'll never do that again, and I'm sure no one will ever do that if this is the result of it. So, you know, sad moment for him and them, but what to do?
Rules are rules, I would say.
Rabia?
Hello, everyone. Congratulations on the win. My question is kind of for everyone. I wanted to ask, what part of Game Changers Championship did you guys enjoy the most? Any memorable moments?
The grand finals. And maybe also playing against Kandal, right? Yeah. Yeah, I would say that was really nice to play against them, you know, and also the grand finals for sure.
Yeah, I think it's been super fun playing versus all the top teams, knowing that, you know, we beat them all. We are like ultimately the best. Yeah. And that was very fun.
Thank you.
Brian?
Hi, this is Brian from Nerd Street. My question is for Petra, Giuliano, and Mimi. You guys have had long and distinguished careers in CSGO. You guys have had big wins in that game. I'm curious where this win compares to other big wins you've had in your careers.
For me personally, I think this is like one of the biggest wins next to the Valencia win for me. It means a lot. Like we've been working for this for a long time now, since whenever we joined, and since our last loss from the EMEA, I felt like we have only one job to do this year, and that's winning this tournament. And so we did. So for me, yeah, it was really important.
I've won so much I can barely remember, but just kidding. No, but it means a lot. It's the second time I cry when winning, so obviously it meant a lot to me, and I've only cried once before, and that was Valencia win. So yeah, big moment for sure.
I did not win Valencia, but for me, this is by far the most important and like felt best whenever. Like this is another game. Like I spent 12 years of my life in CS, and going to Valorant, knowing that the competition is so big and there's so many players, winning a world championship in 2 games is just, it's the most surrealistic, unrealistic, whatever. It is just crazy. That's what I want to say.
Thank you.
Surreal.
Rabia?
Hi, Rabia from Jinx again. So my question is to Mimi. Sounded chose Reyna instead of Neon in the final map. Was it a surprise for you guys? Did it make the team nervous in any way, or were you guys a bit relaxed because she didn't go with the agent that she was very comfortable with?
This is not the first time a team steals our composition, and them trying to maybe do the same things as us. We know what to expect, and we know what our weaknesses are, means that probably it's the same for them. And we shut them down pretty fast, quite early, and I guess lesson learned for them.
Thank you.
We'll steal our comp. Thanks.
And that will be our last question. This concludes the Game Changers Championship Berlin Grand Finals press conference. Thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations, G2.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.